allow the two children to attend the budget every year.
It's okay. Off your mind. It's okay.
Off your mind.
Like me.
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Mayegu don't come. Him go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we loud, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. And in the touchlight every corner, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get it higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Mayegu don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make we shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This one not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Mayegu, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Mayegu diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Poor man picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Mayegu don't come. So my people make you loud, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. My people make you shout, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, man of the masses, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Mayegu diary politico, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. This man not the off in mind, oh yo yo. Mayegu don't come, oh yo yo. Aha. Now you not done here. All these bad politicians, then we call themselves politicians. Mayegu la wa mo la mo dodododo. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Mayegu la wa mo la mo dodododo. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Mayegu ti dé o, ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegu já wa sí. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Mayegu máa wí. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Mayegu diary, diary politico. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Mayegu. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Àní Mayegu làwa mọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegu diary, Mayegu number one. Àní ẹ̀sùn rákì. Mayegu ti dé. Mayegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Mayegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Mayegun máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Mayegun ti dé. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Mayegun ti dé o ọ̀rẹ́ ará ìlú. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Lórí Facebook lórí YouTube. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Mayegun já wa sí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one. Bó bá ṣe àní Mayegun máa wí. Mayegun dayari Mayegun number one.
I think they want to try again this morning or this afternoon. I don't know if you can hear me. Please let me know as well. All right. Give me a sec. Hello there. So let's see if this actually works. Okay. I think something is really amiss. Let's see. We are starting on a rough night again. Okay. So let me know if you can hear me loud and clear before I kind of get on with this. Some says they can't see me. No, you can see me now. But can you hear me? That's crazy. So you can hear me, okay? Solid. So good morning to you. Good afternoon to you. And then good evening to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Mayegun live. And I am so sorry that I encountered that, tech wahala again. I'll tell you what happened. So when I walked in, I think the system needed its own update. It should have done it before I even started. Unfortunately, it wants to do the updates while we are on, but there is no time because we are already running late. So thank you so much for joining me. Please read the caption of this broadcast. Read the description of the broadcast. Like it, share it, invite your friends, invite your not so friendly friends. Tell everyone that should know or should be here that Mayegun today. And tonight, it is again to bring it to our attention why some of us can be referred to as scientists. There are members of this platform, the Temple of Truth, that will confidently tell you this Mayegun is a prophet. I am not that kind of a prophet, a seer, like your regular, usual prophet. I am like someone who can not ignore the facts, then you piece together, or you put together the pieces of available information, and you can make projections. I mean, and your projection will be accurate or near accurate when it comes to Nigeria. I should be a professor, not a prophet. I should be a professor in Nigerianology, not Nigerianology, something like that. Here you get, because majority of the information that some of you would ignore and begin to wish, I won't ignore them. And a lot of people on this platform don't ignore them. So when we see them, we put them in the diary. As we put them in the diary, we sort of, you know, even if it's the one that has just happened now or the ones that have happened in the past, right? We piece everything together and we can easily project what is to come. Nigeria cannot be helped. That's what I'm trying to say. And every day, we always have hundreds of proof that Nigeria is done for. Nigeria cannot be helped. And also that the criminals that you know in that contraption, the politicians, the religionists, the elite, the stinking elite in that contraption, as well as the people. You see, on this platform, a lot of us knows that the Nigerian people, the supposed victims of bad governance, they are not innocent. Oh. They are not innocent. You see, as Nigeria turned to what it is today, Baba, everyone has his own role they played and they are playing. Even though the majority of them will claim victim, but they are not victims. Oh. They are part and parcel of the destroyed contraption called Nigeria. And every day on Mayegun's diary political is to prove to you, especially those of you who love to be politically correct. Don't say that. You know, don't talk like that. Nigeria is our country. We should all try and, you know, don't talk like that, Mayegun. See, Mayegun, let me tell you something. No, don't tell me anything. You should just listen and stop being politically correct. When you have a place where the leading and the led are in cahoots in normalizing abnormalities. So they are not victims. It's just so unfortunate that some of them are our friends, they are our mates, they are our family members, they are our acquaintances, they are our neighbors. Every one of them that contribute or is contributing to this rot in that contraption today. That is being very honest and not try to be politically correct. Some believe that, well, if everybody comes together, if we come together, if opposition team together, if they come together, they can challenge these people, they can defeat them. Imagination won't kill you. If you are one of those currently trying to figure out how you are going to get a lot of people on board, let me tell you something. Okay, go ahead. If people come out, now because people know they come out, that's why they rig. Are you being serious? Nigerians love their chains. And they can cry to you and say, these criminal politicians, they are heartless. Our leaders are no. Even the led are more evil, if I have to put it that way. And because the criminal politicians are very much like they understand the game, so give them what they want, and you can also have what you want. They don't mind suffering for another 4 years, 8 years. That is why those of them that you are saying complaining today, tinubu, what tinubu is doing. In fact, we are so disappointed. I regret that I supported tinubu. By 2026, they will be waiting, queuing to collect their rubber. It is just so sad that these people, these short-sighted people, even though they claim that politicians impoverished them so that they could sell their vote, they are willing. In Nigeria today, Every vote is for sale. Every vote. In Ondo State, APC has shown them shege, like shege plus bansa, that you will think, hey, if you have a chance, so you should punish them. At least try to punish them. Even if they claim to have INEC controlling them. You know, they will tell you that INEC don't regard. There's nothing. Ironic, it's not 100% true. Here you get now. They are willing and ready to compromise the electoral process themselves. And it has nothing to do with maybe people who are not educated. It's because they are not. No, forget it. They have, you know, the politicians are using thought. Shut up. They are willing to. They will tell you they can't waste their votes if you know if you give them money. You have to give them money. Because they will tell you that Tori Olong will say that we cannot waste our vote. You have to pay us some money. You have to pay us something. And you know, APC, at the end of the ruling party, they have the money to give them. So if you want to rig, but just give us money. Then after the whole thing, a week or two after, or a month, or even maybe 2 months after the whole thing, they will come out and start crying. These people, whoa, the next election, we have to show them. That is why a lot of us know that Nigeria is done for. It cannot be redeemed. Nigerians cannot be saved. So except the self-destruct button that every one of them is pressing is completely activated. So when the whole place gets evaporated, we will now see then we can possibly try and focus on the younger ones, maybe, just maybe, and see if we can save those ones. In a way, it's everywhere is contaminated. Today, they had an election or a charade in Ondo State. And yeah, the APC in charge of the states, an oil-producing state, poverty level is no be here. You get? Now, the guy that succeeded Akeredolu, later Akeredolu, that Lucky Aiyedatiwa, that is it. It's Aiyedatiwa, Aiyedatiwa with APC, Egbekegbe, 208 wards, 2,800 and something polling unit, I think. You know what they did? 1 million naira per polling unit. 1 million naira. They were using what they call the supplementary. See, the guy wrote a supplementary budget. That supplementary budget, they now took 500 million from the money to put 1 million naira to each polling unit. 1 million naira. Today election, Ibo Osebe, vote and go and cook. Vote to go and cook. That is exactly what they were campaigning for in Ondo State today. It happened though. So that if anybody from Edo or anybody from Ondo begin to tell you that the APC rig it, it's not always that rigging. They were all in on it. Put it that way. So, despite what everyone is facing in Nigeria under APC, today they participated in a charade, and I'm going to take you through that. Similarly, in Ogun State, well, you know what? Let's get down to it because I've got loads of that to gist you tonight. All right. So let's start with early moment when they all began the move to go and supposedly vote. As the thugs were moving, the police moving, the politicians moving, even the supposed voters, the victims of bad governance in that contraption, they were also moving, right? Let's start with this AAC governorship candidate in his own words.
Yes, it's a bought election. They have already used millions of naira to buy. They allocated over 1 million naira every unit. they have used the money from the supplementary budget to buy the votes here in Ondo State. You can see it unit by unit is a million naira. So I don't think there is any party that can compete with the ruling class in terms of this buying of votes. And for us, we are not interested in buying anybody's votes because we are here to provide a real people's alternative. So it's left for the Nigerian people themselves to listen, Ondo State people to listen. They have been pulverized for years, and now the election have been bought. So it's like going back to square one. One of Igbo, 10,000. Now open the war of Igbo. I'm not giving up. What I'm saying is that there is no hope for the people as it is. Because their votes have been bought, they have made them to get so poor that it's easy to buy their votes. You can see people who have not seen 10,000 for months. So when they come to give them 10,000, what happens?
Mommy, I can't summer. Yes, ma. Mo fẹ́ bèrè pé ṣé ti dìbò.
A ti dìbò.
Báwo lẹ ṣe rí bó sí?
A dìbò, ìbò ń lọ nírọ̀wọ́ nírẹsẹ̀, kò sí wàhálà, kò sí ìjà, kò sí nǹkan kan ní tiwa. A sáà dìbò, àdìgbòwó, gbogbo wa, àgbòwó, owó tá fi dìbò. Ìyá mi, kó ṣe kẹ́ kilo àdìfọ́ tèmi o, àdìfọ́.
Ìbò lọ dáadáa.
The mama, they were asking the mama, Mama, how far have you voted? How did it go? Ibo, we voted, oh. Everything went peacefully, all of us. We collected money. They are not asking you that one. Stop saying that one, Jare. These are the people, the same victim there. They are telling the mama, no, don't say that one. Mama was pretty much, we have voted, oh. All of us voted. We collected money. Yes, they paid us. Diboko Sebe, 10,000 naira. And it's true, people who have not seen 10,000 naira for months. And now they're asking them that, hey, APCO 10,000, 10,000. And let's get down to the full show, how it all went down in pieces here and there. Let's start with the candidates themselves, the major ones, APC, PDP.
Yes, just like thank you, I love that. I love the fact that you guys are doing the life. So this is, I know many of you are taking
The Bwala community, I've just casted my vote at Unit 05, Ward 4, in the larger local government area of Ondo State.
Bring down your mic now.
And my unit and the community has been calm and peaceful, and the turnout is very, very encouraging. And I want to believe that the same situation will be at the other locations across the state. It's peaceful here. I believe it should be peaceful in other locations.
How would you describe the deployment of security agencies for this election?
I want to commend the security agency, the police, the civil defense, and the military at the background. They are heavily deployed to be able to attend to any security threat, and I believe the people will comport themselves. We are peaceful people in Ondo State. Ondo State has been adjudged to be one of the most safest and peaceful states in Nigeria. And we'll be having our elections in a peaceful environment, and this very one will not be different. The citizens they are law-abiding, haven't been saddled for the past 10 months. The state have been very, very peaceful. And they know what they want and who they want. So I believe the election will be very, very peaceful, credible. I went through the whole process of accreditation before casting my vote. And I believe the INEC officials will do the same at every location. So I want to believe that the process will be very, very transparent, credible, and conclusive at the end of the day.
Your message to residents one of the problems is the fact that materials are not always arrive early, but here we seem to see a situation whereby the materials arrive early. What's your impression about that, sir?
Well, I can't speak for other locations for now, but from what I gathered, information at my disposal revealed that other locations also have materials, at least those that have been brought to my knowledge. But I can't speak across the entire state yet. But as we progress, we will begin to see, we'll begin to get more information. But from what I have seen here today, the INEC officials, I was told, have arrived since yesterday at the RAC Center, and they started early. You can see it's just about past 9. I have casted my vote, and I'm not the first person that casted his vote anyway. Some other eligible voters have already casted their vote before I came out, before I got here. So I want to believe materials might have arrived at other locations almost at the same time.
The system is compromised. I have series of calls today, and I make calls to everybody. People are complaining, both buying. People are not working, even when it is just a tool that ringing tools for them. They ringing tools for them, but it's not working. It's a very shameful exercise, and I think Nigerians should just call on the chairman of the Electoral Commission.
The assessment of the security situation.
Professor. It's not. If you cannot do the job, it's just not a play. He should resign. It's embarrassing. It's totally compromised. You have seen it yourself. Totally compromised. Totally compromised. International standards. People go out bad. This is sad. It's sad, and the Nigerians are not happy.
The assessment of the security situation so far.
On the part of the military. I don't know what is happening, but here it's peaceful to some extent. But I also accuse them that why are they so close to my opponent unit? The military. I accuse them, and once I finish this interview, I'm going to put a bunch into the I don't know why they are. If they want to come to the party, they also come. They can't be intimidating voters. How do you want to station about 7, 9 armed men, many soldiers, many personnel, fully armed? I say we are not at war here. And I even approached the gentleman. I said, can you please look at this? So that people can be free, will not be scared. And he said, as I said, the most professional answer is that, yes, as I said everywhere, this is the best place to be. That's our professional. It's not a politician. And I think yes, I watch. They are dancing naked in the manuscript.
Thank you. Talk about the electorate. Are you happy about the voter turnout?
Even despite the intimidation, I'm not going to go out.
Who is this person now?
People are eager for a better life. They are frustrated.
PCOS.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Look, people want you. More arms. Those people that is around this place It's not. Edide. Be on your feet. Sorry, sir. Those people that is around us here. Edide, sir. Be at alert. Someone is around this place. I told you. Be at alert, please. Be at alert. Be at alert. See gone. I told you earlier on. I carry you. Jamie, be at alert. Be at alert. Be at alert. Look at it. I not told you. Be at alert. They carry this thing at last. Sir, officer, I told you earlier on. Oh, I told you earlier on. Be at alert. Look at it, man. Look at it.
When an election, be at alert. I told you these people that are coming. Olopa, be at alert. Be at alert, Ike. Olopa Kale. Everybody ready to run away. At alert, Ike. You know, just at alert. Olopa just came there to come and do look away. Or they noted they say they go bring gun. As his gun don't involved now, Olopa said had to run away. Another one that you're about to see from this start is a vote seller. Because what happened is that there were vote sellers and there were vote buyers. So, but this vote seller, the cheater, as they cheated her, she went to go and report to somebody and said, and 7,000 they give me. They say it's 10,000 naira. But why would they give me 7,000? He's taking 3,000 from us. Let's go back to the field. Ondo election.
Good morning. Good morning. What's happening here? But there's problem. I can see. What's happening?
There's no problem, sir. There's no problem, sir.
What's in your hand?
It's mine. It's not,
Talk to me. Bro, I'm a man. Talk to me.
There's no problem, sir. There's no problem.
But there's a problem.
There's no problem, sir.
What's the list here? Bro, what's the list here?
We are not fighting. We are not doing anything. We are not doing anything. We are not fighting. We are not doing anything. We are not fighting. We are not fighting.
No.
We are not fighting.
I know we are not fighting. I know we are not fighting. Man, calm down. I know we are not fighting. But at the same time, I'm not a baby, and I know what is happening here. You know what is happening here. You are a youth. I'm a youth. I know what is happening here. You also know what is happening here. You understand? So now you telling me that nothing is happening here. It's as if you are trying to fool me.
No.
You are buying votes here.
No.
You are buying. Bring the list. Bring that. Let me have that list. Let me have that list. Let me have that list. I'm on record.
We are not fighting.
We are not fighting.
I am addressing
you. I'm also addressing you. You are buying votes here. And I know. And I know you are buying votes here. You are buying votes here. You are buying votes here. See. You are buying votes. You are buying votes here. You are buying votes. Don't tell me that. Bring the money.
Let me address you.
See, the list is with you, and I know your face is already on camera. I can say it anywhere. Your face is already on camera, and you people will not go. All right. As you better leave here. You see now. You. Install. Even though ọlọ́pàá gan wà bẹ́ẹ̀ gan, as in kò sọ anything, òun náà wọnú ẹ̀gẹ́ lọ. No problem, you shall see.
Yes. The boot is there.
Open this boot.
Open them. Open the boot. One guy say, oh, very down. Kill on. I shall let you. Open the boot. Open the boot. Open the boot. We are not saying open the boot now. Let's go. Open the boot. Open the boot. Open the boot. Buy.
Give me the key.
We take slap now.
1, 2, 3.
Are you doing it or not? Are you doing it or not?
Yes.
Move back.
Open this boot.
Open it from inside.
Open this side.
Hey, open.
Open the back.
Open the
I will not talk again. So you can listen to them. Don't worry. Oh yeah, give me the don't worry.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, everybody.
Move the car to me. Yes.
Come down. There's a back inside.
Shame on you as a local, come as I remember this of one. Tavadi anybody, let you be a sort of woman, you know what's it. Oh, Nika Maja, Indo Cynthia, Nika Maja, Stephanie, I don't come and influence you right here. You beware. You're not going to take any nonsense from you. Officer.
Ọlọ́pàá understand the Yoruba.
You put your career online for some nonsense here and you will go down for it. Amen.
Wọ́n jẹ́ kí alájí bí.
Ṣé pọ̀pọ̀ ìrọ́ tó gbé dání yẹn lọ́jà bẹ́ẹ̀ ni? Ṣé pọ̀pọ̀ ìrọ́ tó gbé dání yẹn wọ́n fi wọ́lẹ̀tì àwọn? You are a police officer. Do your duty as a law enforcement officer. Nobody is supposed to observe the voting. You have people showing by law.
That is what we are fighting here. They open the paper for them to see the voting. Why you tell them that they will not open it? I'm sure you're sorry. They said it will want this one. They are telling them. They will not open it. I will say we should hold it. We should not open it.
And you
The masses are hungry, let them vote candidate of their choice. You never go vote, never go from the beginning. Don't come and influence voting.
Everybody contact
Ojú wa lè rọ àrọ. Ṣé wọ́n yẹ yín dáadáa?
Ẹ̀sùn sẹ́yìn ẹ̀jọ́.
Don't come and risk your safety.
Ẹ̀sùn sẹ́yìn ẹ̀jọ́.
is what they call election in Nigeria. Some people will be laughing. Here you get, let the best rigger win. And it's just that formalities of a thing, right? After that, people are back to their suffering and smiling, suffer-ed lifestyle. And they will be everywhere on social media, off social media. They will be complaining, lamenting about life. But every election, they will tell you, if you want to defeat APC, you have to spend money too. That means you have to pay us. You have to bribe us. I cannot waste my vote. I can't waste my vote. Because I know that even if I do it, other people will collect money and they will, you know. So all that does is just to make sure that where they are falsifying figures, people don't even care what the result is. They don't care whatever it is. It's whatever is announced. They don't care. Just make sure you pay us. And since some of them are willing and then willing to collect money and ready to be paid that way, they can't probe whatever the result is announced anymore. It is that bad. How do you think people in that in that situation, how do you think they can be helped? They can't be helped because they are not willing to help themselves. No. They are ready. They are, the multitude of them are willing and ready to get paid and, just to normalize, or should I say to legitimize the fraud. So if you object to the results, they will tell you to go to court. Go to court, go and complain in court. Because it's a three layers sort of, charade that they call the election. It will first start with the delegates, political party delegates, get paid. Then they pay the election sellers, those ones with a voter's card. They pay them £4, £4.20. That's how much they are paying them. 10,000 naira, £4. See, even up to £4. Yeah, £4 or $6. Yeah, $6. That's how much they are paying them to sell their votes. And maybe just a handful of them will be paid that money. But by the time they roll out the results, it will come be like Gari Jebu. People don't swell. Maybe they paid, for example, now they can pay maybe 200 people in this unit. By the time they release the results, they will automatically have like maybe 500, 600 allocated to APC. That's how they do it. With 200 people collecting money, they don't have any right to come and question, how did our vote turn to 600? How did we get 500 here? Only 200 of us you paid now. They can't question it. Everybody's back home trying to go and cook something because they just vote. They just paid us money. Nobody the people where you want help with that. Are those not the victims of bad governance? Young people, middle-aged people, people who are like jobless, poor, wretched. They are the ones you want to help, Abi. But look at them. And those ones who are not collecting money, they also appeared like powerless. Like they don't know what to do. They don't know who to complain to. They're just there like lamenting. Instead of them to kind of like beat anybody or beat everybody and scatter everything. Chase people where they chase the money, go. Collect the money, scatter the money everywhere. But no, everybody is just going to be like, hey, see them, hey. And at the end of the day, they too they will become powerless because they will feel like if the result is announced, they will just automatically believe that they bought the election. They don't have any they don't have any sort of morality to question the results. So they will see that 200 people, or let's say in this unit, registered voters, 800 people, accredited voters, which means people who came out to say they want to vote, 450. So that means 350 did not turn up. But by the time they announce the results, they will say APC 600, PDP 4, AAC 1, Labour Party 0, So the number of the votes will be more than the accredited voters. So those ones who didn't collect money, they won't be able to challenge it. They will just be like, oh, they have rigged, Jerry. We are just, all of us are just going to suffer it for another 4 years. No problem. We will be here. All of us will suffer. They will all agree that they have to suffer. Baba, like they are watching their election being rigged. They are witnessing it, but they can't do anything. See the concluding parts. Let's go back to Ondo.
EDSY, command.
Everything that happened. This is the PO.
I'm the PO.
You start with your name.
My name is I'm a PO, presiding officer for Unit 19 in Ogbaji was seized. As the process of the election, a party agent for PDP tore a vote without my consent.
The name of the party agent?
I don't know his name because I haven't indicated his name.
Okay.
So I'm trying to address him when he was asking me to do my work. But in order to resolve it, the KBC of the community appeared in order to resolve the issue, and he was trying to turn another high vote when the officers on duty on the polling unit called the DPO for arrest. And they asked me what I want. I said it should be removed or the center should be cancelled. Yes. And immediately after that, he himself has casted his own vote. I said that it should be removed or the polling unit election should be cancelled. But unfortunately, he was arrested, and the election.
Who arrested him?
The DPO arrested him. And the election proceeds. Unfortunately, unaware, we just discovered a gang of people packing the things and they beat us up.
You and who?
I have my APOs.
Okay. Even
up till now, I haven't seen my APO one.
Okay.
Bello Samuel by name. I haven't seen him. Our phone has been stolen with our purse.
By the
yes, in the unit, and all the electoral materials have been destroyed, except the beavers, which I escaped with.
Okay, you are with the beavers.
Yes.
Where is the other APO?
I have the other APO. Yes,
she's here with you.
Yes.
Your phone is also stolen. Abi is with you. It's stolen. So you don't have any phone with you.
We don't have
so
anything.
Who did you reach out to now from INEC?
Before the bombardier, I called the SPO.
Okay.
And the officers called the DPOs.
Okay.
After that, I know nothing, but we revive by grace.
So you are here waiting for them now?
Yes, if not for the observer, they are called on the course.
Who is the observer?
One of their we had, so the DPO, they call the DPO to come and calm them back. So he doesn't want them to vote for him. You understand? So he said they should change where they are. I was like trying to guide him. Yes, and I told him, so he said he has to take him away. So later he will bring him back because of me. Yes, so when he took him to the station, not quite long, some guys, they just arrange themselves, come down here, that the guy is dead. So the guy is not dead. Already the DPO has to protect himself because ordinarily I was like trying to use my office to say he should leave the guy. He said he has to protect that I know the consequence in the law, but because of my office I better bring him back. But if you leave him in the presence of other actors, it doesn't make sense. So
You come with you. And you.
Sadly, Charles, this is becoming a permanent feature, if you like, in the electoral process. We saw the glimpses of vote buying in the build-up to the election where politicians in their usual theatrics were giving voters between 2,000 to 5,000 naira at campaign rallies. Of course, there is the usual distribution of, the distribution of food items also at campaign rallies. At some point, in October, thereabout, we saw also politicians also distributing fertilizers to farmers. Sometimes it's actually always very difficult to draw the line between palliatives and vote buying, especially in the build-up to the election. But then what we fear, a part of the preparatory activities, is the fact that political public campaign actually commenced late. Most of this campaign did not start until the middle of October. So we were apprehensive that we hoped they were not saving up resources to be able to buy vote on election day. On our part as election observers, we had called out to the relevant agencies, the anti-graft agencies, the Nigerian police that will be also in charge of election security, to keep an eye on the process and ensure that if people are involved in those sort of nefarious activities, that they are apprehended and brought to book. We don't want them to territorialize the conversation this time. What we have seen in the past is that these things will be happening in public glare, and the police or the security agencies there will tell you, oh, we will not act until INEC tells us to act, because by the electoral law, the commission is the one in charge of the election. But of course, the roof will not be coming down and the security will just stay and not do anything. We expect them to be professional. If there is one thing that has been consistent in the public communication by the security agencies, is that they will be professional in the discharge of their duties. And one of our board members joked earlier to say, whenever you hear the build-up to this election that the security agency will tell you they will be professional, they expect them to be professional in the election. So again, just like INEC, we are going to hold them by those standards. For us at Yaga, we said the election again will be determined by 3 critical tests: the resilience of the citizens to participate in the election, the ability of the security agencies to be impartial and also professional in the discharge of their duties, and also on INEC also to be able to conduct a good and better election in Ondo State. So, of course, we have our observers already on ground. We are deploying 324 observers to the field tomorrow. And
that's Lucky. You know, the incumbents. I intentionally put the video at the last one there to show you that, you know, it's party time. They go hear them. That was the Ondo elections. So, congratulations to you, Ondo people. We shall be here. And to those of you who are still waiting for elections, you know something? INEC deployed, police deployed 22,000 policemen for Ondo elections. And it still went the way it went. So they would need, for one state, they would need maybe 500,000 police to be deployed for your 2027 charade. Let's go to Ogun State. It's even funnier there. The last time we saw the local government selection in River State, where the police were not invited, remember? And as much as it's like, a bit of scripted selection, right? but it was a little bit decent. It was decent, right? Let's go to Ogun State. In Ogun State, they were doing local government elections today into the 20 local government areas, and then 227 political wards, which means they're electing the council chairman as well as the councillors. In Ekperu, where dubious Dapo, their governor, came from. After he came out to cast his own votes, his own local government, a councillor from his local government, actually a councillor, snatched the ballot box himself. Usually you have to send thugs to go and snatch the ballot box for you, Abi. Ogbeni had to snatch it himself. You know, in Shagamu local government area, they have actually thumbprinted the election since last night. So today, a lot of people that came out to come and vote, they just met empty polling units. They were asking themselves, where is the electoral officer? Where is Oksieki? I'm going to take you to Ogun State now. We'll go see how it went there too. Charade after charade. Black people cannot peacefully, freely, fairly choose their own leader. Nigeria, the giant of Africa. A shame.
Thank you very much for that question. For the November 16th local government election coming up in Ogun State, I want to assure you that Ogun State APC is fully prepared for that election, not only to participate, but to win. We are not only a political party, we are also the ruling party in Ogun State. We thank God and thank the people of Ogun State for the privilege given to our party to serve the people of Ogun State at the state level, at the local government level. As of today, among the parties vying for the local government positions, it is only APC that has projects and programs with which it can campaign, which we have been campaigning. When you talk of primary health care, you talk of renovation and construction of primary schools, roads, and what have you. APC is the only party that can point to what it has achieved. Apart from that, we are about the only party that is even campaigning for the local government election. We are going around all the 236 wards, all our polling units, polling booths. We can hardly see any opposition party. What they plan to do or the magic they plan to achieve, we don't know. But we are, as a party, APC is not taking anything for granted. We have achievement to point to. We are campaigning. We are mobilizing our members, and we are getting reassurance from the people of Ogun State that their support remains unshaken and is for the All Progressive Congress. On the part of the OGSEC, we pray that they will continue to uphold the credibility of the agency, the impartiality of the agency. As of today, even the PDP has attested to the fact that OGSEC is credible, is impartial. It is in the press release they issued this morning, and that is a big kudos for the governor of Ogun State, Prince Akeredolu, that has allowed the agency to run without meddlesomeness from the part of the government. For the November 16 election, we are very sure that APC will not only win, but will also win overwhelmingly. Thank you.
5 lele 05 ní Lara dé junction 5 wọ́n gbé ballot paper wá ara àwọn INEC wọ́n jẹ́ ká dìbò wọ́n jẹ́ gbogbo àwọn tó máa dìbò lélẹ̀ wọ́n jẹ́ ká ká dìbò APC ò jẹ́ ká dìbò ó fa ìfìlélẹ̀ yìí ṣé ànìkan ni wọ́n gbé wá síbí báyìí wọ́n jẹ́ àdìbò.
Now they said there's crisis at Logbo, and we can't afford to say because people are already leaving already. People are leaving, they are going home. It is quite unfortunate that we cannot vote. We've been here since 7 a.m. since morning. People are leaving already. People are already going home. It is quite unfortunate that we could not vote. And we've been here since morning. Look at this little girl. She has been here since 7 o'clock. And they've not brought the voting materials. We did not see anything. And they just made us stay there. This is past 3, close to 4 o'clock already.
Come back here. Come back. Sit down there. Come back. Sit down there. Come here. Sit down there. Sit down there. Sit down, beat him. Yes, I carry this. I beg here. Sit down there. Sit down there. Oh yeah, I go sit down. Sit down there. Oh yeah, open it. Yes. Sit down there. Open this. Madam, I got you socket.
We are here since morning, and we can't find any of the Ondo State. They are not here. We have been here since 8 a.m. and this is 3 p.m. now. So people want to talk. Hello, when have you been here? Do you have anything to say?
Yeah, I have something to say. We've been here since 7 a.m. in the morning, and we found out that Ojiseka has not gotten here. Okay. It does not appear that there's going to be any election activity going on here.
Okay.
So right now we don't have any other option. This 3 p.m. in the afternoon. Okay. We don't have any other option than to boycott the election and just go back home. So that's the only thing we have to say.
Who have anything to say? Ta ló ní nǹkan láti bá wa sọ?
Èmi lọ́rọ̀ láti bá yín sọ. Torí àkàgbèrèjì láti 6 o'clock láti wà ń bí báyìí. Àrí àwọn. Ó sí kankan.
God damn it, man. It's unreal. People were supposed to have local government elections, but there were no electoral officers. They didn't show up. People were there from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. No electoral officers showed up. Wherever in some places where they showed up, they just showed up to accredit and allow the known politicians to come and vote, like the governor, including Yayi, the senator, Yewa side. All these areas. In some places, they didn't. In some places they didn't even show up at all. In areas where they showed up, right, they ensured that the ballot papers or the materials they brought with them are so inadequate compared to the numbers of registered voters there. In other areas, they just diverted the entire election materials to a secret location where they were thumbprinting for APC. But this evening, they are going to announce that APC won all the 20 local government areas. Yeah, that's how they do it. So we're in Shagamu, right? This one is short. A guy insisted that they must count all the votes. You have to count this vote. You have to count it. And another person just came. And they just grabbed the ballot box. And he just walked away. The police were looking at him.
Now, two people are winning, we know. All the men of people to 50. Then you count it. Baba Mbadani. Ekabomi kede ma lo mi lo se ni keko ka ki sign document e pe iye báyìí ni o APC iye báyìí PDP iye báyìí ko ni ka fu de ma lọ. Hello, sir. Committee, the time of the reach, they want to carry it. I'm not disputing. They should count it, then they carry it off. They are not allowing it.
Hello.
It's not funny, It's not really funny, but somehow, it is also very much hilarious. This is just to show to some of you who are having hope in that contraption. That man was like, I said, count my vote. Count it. It's less than 50 here. Count it. Let's know how many votes for APC, how many for PDP, and then I can leave. Then this guy just came from nowhere, grabbed the entire ballot box, the whole vote, and he walked away. And everybody's just looking at him like, I tell you that that contraption is irredeemable. You think I'm just being dramatic, Abby? You think I'm just being somebody? You are too dramatic, Mayegu. We all need to come together and make sure that we fight for our fight for what? Look at people there, people who are witnessing this whole thing. They have become so, I don't even know how to describe it. They have become so desensitized enough that these rogues have grown, they have become so confident, like untouchable. And the people who are supposed to be in the majority, they are just there like, oh, yeah, what do you want us to do? What do you want us to do? Let's go back there. It happened all over the place. All over. You will see another one where a councillor grabbed the ballot box with the vote inside it and he ran away. And everybody just, hey, don't you go, you don't carry ammo. Why, hey. Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
Wọ́n gbé àpótí kankan wá o. Wọ́n gbé àpótí ṣẹ́ríà. Wọ́n gbé àpótí wá o.
So, after all said and done, as the returning officer of Imobi 1 for the local government election held on the 16th November 2024, due to unwarranted event that happened, all the elections have been declared cancelled. There's no elections to know who here in Imobi 1.
No ballot paper.
Ballot paper was not released for 4 polling stations. 4 was released for 4. Some were released for 4 polling stations. So
That is why it is declared.
For St. Michael for Boot 1 and Boot 2. No ballot paper. No box. For Tedo. No ballot paper. No box. Itakpampa. No ballot paper. No box. Toluoba. No ballot paper. No box. Sidenu Malara. Council. So, Mafowoku. Council. Terelu. What is your name, sir? Aborishadi Minister. So, returning officer. Oh yeah, what time?
This is 10 minutes to 3.
There is no any election.
In Ward 1.
Ward 9. Imobi. Ward 9. No election there. I do understand. So, one go
I hope this is not under duress.
Election observers are just arriving. But no single electoral material is on site. You can see an officer has been here for over 2 hours. But no single electoral material or electoral officers can be seen. Just this new set of INEC.
Arriving to Gubernatorial level. Why they do like kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ àwọn àjọ pé torí àsìkò yìí ẹ wá. I see first and foremost, it's a very peaceful electionary process from what we have been able to gather from everywhere across the length and breadth of my senatorial district and by extension across the state. And as for the turnout, I can say from where I've voted here, I am impressed with the level of turnout. It is expected that the process has just commenced, and in the next couple of minutes, hours, I believe that everybody will be fully aware that yes, the voting process has commenced and they need to come out and cast their vote for the candidate of their choice. And I must commend particularly the INEC. Everybody knows my party, so I have to support my own party. There are other party members that are here, so I cannot come out openly and say that it is expected that by the special grace of God, my party will come out victorious, and until then, there cannot be any major pronouncement. But the only thing is that whosoever emerges as the chairman and the vice chairman or the councillors of the respective wards and local government under my purview, I look forward to collaborating with them to bring about necessary and meaningful development across the length and breadth of the senatorial.
You are waiting for Odogbolu. The story is the same. There is no election. There is no share you get. It is already written. Well, this was is just like a pure charade of a thing. Just, you know. The only thing is that they didn't send me the videos of where they chase people. They said they cooperated with, what do you call it, with the APC riggers and all of them. It's like business as usual for them. You're going to see it in this clip, right? Now, the next one. Another part from where we picked up here and there from across the states, including Abeokuta, right? Local government elections.
Coming Honorable Femi Sholola from N10. Our son Wane Beach. Ní N10 Abeokuta local government. Àwọn ojú sẹ́ẹ̀kì wọ́n wà ń bíbá nísinsìnyí bíbá. Wọ́n kó ballot paper wá fún chairmanship 49, fún councillorship 49. Population àtàdé wà ń bíbá ní òkè pa ń bíbá. That's 1,000 plus látàn dìbò lókè pa ń bíbá. Ọwọ́ ń bọ̀ ń bí ní sọ, wọ́n mú ballot paper 49 fún chairmanship. Wọ́n mú 49 wà fún councillorship. Ọdún nìkan ṣe election. Prince Dàpọ̀ Abíọ́dún. Tẹ́bá wọ́n pẹ̀ fẹ́ ṣe election yẹn rárá ẹ̀ ti kọ́ wọn ti ń síbẹ̀. Bọ́n lẹ fẹ́ fi síbẹ̀. Ebi tó ń pa àwọn èèyàn lù lọ́ fẹ́ kọ̀. Sìnrin ńlá lọ́ fẹ́ kọ̀ nílùú. Ẹ wá ń bọ̀ ní tẹ́ ṣe yẹn wá rí ìgbà tí mo pẹ́ wá rí ìgò ọ̀rẹ́dì ni. Ẹ ń bọ̀ nígbà tí population tó ń dìbò lókè pàǹbí. Alẹ́ ní 1,000 plus. Ẹ wá ń débẹ̀ wá kó ballot paper 49 wá sí bíbáyìí. Ẹ̀dẹ̀ wo búùtù mi gbọ́ tó wà bá APC tó wà ní àwọn gbẹ́bí tó wà ní ọtí kò ní búùtù ọtí sákò ń bíbá tó ọtí mọ̀tẹ́tọ́ ṣe. Ṣé ó ti yé yín?
Ẹ kí pe Joseph go. Okay, yes. Kí lorúkọ yẹn gan?
Akínsọlá Àbáyọ̀mí Olúwọlé.
Akínsọlá Àbáyọ̀mí Olúwọlé. Okay. Wọ́ọ̀dù wo la wà yìí?
This ward 6, ward 7 la wà ń bí.
Okay. Ní ìjọba ìbílẹ̀ wo?
Local government.
Ìkẹ́nẹ́.
Yes, ward 7 Ògèrè.
Okay. So kí ló ti ń ṣẹlẹ̀ látàárọ̀ látìgbà tí election ti ń lọ lọ́wọ́?
Gẹ́gẹ́ bá ṣe wà yín sìn, materials ṣe ń wọlé ni. But àwọn guys kan, set of APC guys, wọ́n kó ẹgbàá dání. So anybody tán bá ti identify pé PDP member ni,
wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní nà wọ́n sorry irú èmi tí mo dúró yìí wọ́n ti nà mí ó dín pípa kẹ́rẹ́ kan ló tán sí mi lára láwọn ọmọ tí mo mọ̀ tán mọ̀ mí.
tán nà yín.
láwọn yes mo mọ̀ wọ́n dẹ̀ mọ̀ mí pé mo ń ṣe ẹni tó yẹ káwọn lè nà but torí pé à ń ṣe election a wà ní opposition wọ́n fi pé àwọn ní liberty because they are in the ruling party wọ́n ní liberty láti ṣe anything wọ́n ná anybody tán bá ti rí.
kí ni wọ́n sọ pé ẹ ṣe tán fi ń nà yín.
tán bá ti identify pé òkè PDP ni ẹ kí ló ń ṣe ń ta ìbò tá à ń dílé ní ìbò APC ní ẹgbàá lẹ́yìn lọ ó sọ̀rọ̀ before you even mention anything wọ́n á ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí nínú anybody.
so wọ́n ti ẹ̀ fún yín ní chance àti ẹ̀ tí
wọ́n fún anybody ní chance àti sọ̀rọ̀.
so ó túmọ̀ sí wípé ẹni tí wọ́n bá rí lójú ọ̀nà gan.
tán bá rí ẹ tán bá fi lè identify pé ẹni yìí PDP ni wọ́n á park.
tán bá ti fi lè dá mọ̀.
tán dá mọ̀
pé ó ti dé unit ìbò
ó ti débi tó ń lọ ó ti débi tó ń lọ tán ṣáà rí pé ok kí ló ń wá ń ta ìdìbò tá à ń ṣe lé ní ìbò APC ni ó yá ilé ẹ̀ so that is the current situation now as it is material ṣe ń arrive ni and wọ́n dẹ̀ ti ṣètò wọ́n ti intimidate voters àwọn èèyàn ti sá padà sílé so the result won't be surprising tílẹ̀ bá ṣú tá a bá rí nǹkan tí kò yẹ ká rí because as it is wọn fẹ́ kẹ́ anybody vote against wọn nǹkan tó ń ṣe.
báwo lẹ̀yin ṣe mọ̀ pé APC ni wọ́n làwọn tó nà yín àwọn tó nà everybody
yẹn. ọmọ ògèrè ní gbogbo wa.
ok.
adára wa mọ̀ àmọ́ra wa so àmọ́ ẹni tó ń ṣe APC àmọ́ ẹni tó ń ṣe PDP àmọ́ ẹni tó ń ṣe another party.
so wọ́n á nà anybody ẹni tó bá ti sọ pé òun ò ṣe kò dìbò fún.
wọn ò fẹ́ wọn tẹ̀fẹ́ wọn ò gbọ́ explanation wọn bá ti mọ̀ pé wọ́n ti identify ẹ pé ok PDP ni ẹ wọn ò béèrè ẹni ẹjọ́ lọ́wọ́ ẹ̀ padà sílé ẹ̀ ní pẹ̀lẹ́gbàdì.
Okay, this is the polling unit. That's Wow bus stop. So it's attached to this place. Oloshun. So very scanty, no presence at all. Only few that have been around. They've gone back. So thank you. So here you are, Omar, your polling unit. No electorate, scanty environment. So we are still waiting for the electoral officers. Thank you.
Oh yeah, hey. ọmọ àlè lẹni tó lè pààyàn sí nígbà.
wọ́n ti gbé lọ wọ́n ṣàjẹ̀ dùgbọ́n ọ̀dẹ̀.
má kámẹ́rà ń bí ọ̀gbẹ́ni.
má kámẹ́rà ń bí ọ̀gbẹ́ni. má wọlé.
I mean, where do you really want to start from? It's not as if to say these criminal politicians are invincible or They have this so much power. They have all the enablers that they just have to give peanut to. And the moment they force themselves on you, then everybody have to suffer it. Everybody. And everywhere you turn, you see them complaining. They will start complaining from Monday. Once they finish all the money they gave to them, they'll start complaining. We work for them. They abandoned us. They will work for them. They did not this and that. And in Ondo State, the most job they are giving to some of those thugs there, the ones that are beating people up, intimidating people, and all of that stuff, rigging for them, is to unleash them as further terrorists on the people. They are tax collectors. They will tell them to start collecting, to start giving people tickets for money. That's the job they give to most of them. And when you see most of them as well, so miserable looking and wretched, how do you, I don't even know what to say. The kings are not spared too. Have you heard a king, a royal king, a royal father? This time around, this one is from what is that place called? Somewhere in, let me go check the name. It is somewhere in Osun State. This one is a king in Osun. Listen.
Torí àmọ́ tí ẹgbẹ́ kejì máa gbé sílẹ̀ tó ẹgbẹ́ kejì bá ti lọ gbé èèyàn tó lágbára sílẹ̀ tí kò dẹ̀ sí unity nínú PDP ó lè affect wa o. Mo máa ń sọ kí nìkan fún àwọn èèyàn kí ẹni tí nǹkan bá wà lọ́wọ́ èèyàn kí mọ iye ẹ̀ ó dìgbà tó bá bọ́ sílẹ̀ kí wọ́n tó mọ̀ pé òun sọ kọ́nà ó bí òbí tẹ́ni o. Àkísà ní ti àtọ̀. Mo bẹ̀ yín, mo fàsìkò yín rọ̀ wá. Ẹ bá mi dúró ti Lanre. Ìbò rẹ̀ nígbà tó kù ọ̀la tá a máa dì í. Òun ni akọgun gbé ìjọba wá bá mi ní ààfin. Oníkábíyèsí ọ̀nà ti dá yín mọ́lẹ̀ o. Mo ní ta ló dá mi mọ́lẹ̀? Ó ní Olúfi ni o. Olúfikẹ̀. Ọmọ mi ní 1793 náà tẹ gbọ̀ngàndò. Ó kéré sí mi, bàbá ló gbọ́dọ̀ máa pè mí. Wọ́n ló ṣe máa dá mi mọ́lẹ̀. Ó ní nǹkan báyìí náà sọ ti ṣe pàdé o. Mo ní kì í ṣe Lanre àtolúkà mọ́ lọ́dọ̀ ń gbàgbọ́ sí. Èmi àtolúfì ni. Màá wá sọ fún pé mi bàbá rẹ̀. Ìpàdé tí màá ti máa wò ṣe kò sọ tọ́kọ̀. Ohun tí mo sọ kò fẹ́ sọ fún yín. Ìbọn wà lẹ́yìn mi. Mo ní màá wò. Tó bá lè dogun. Kí ni mo wí? Mo ní wá lè dogun kó dogun o. Tó bá lè dìjà kó dìjà o. Nítorí pé kò sẹ́ni lè mọ ọba àbọ̀lọ́hùn. Bí ẹ̀ ló ṣe fẹ́ sọ ògùn yẹn fún yín. Mo sọ fún pé gbogbo ohun tó bá gbà pátápátá mo wà lẹ́yìn ẹ̀. Ẹ lọ da gbogbo ẹ̀rú. Ọmọ ẹ gbọ́dọ̀ wọlé. Ó bá ń di tàtàtà tó tàtàtà. So Lanre má dáwọ́ orúkọ báyìí dúró máa sọ àṣírí kan fún ẹ.
That's a king talking about how he got involved in electing a PDP rep or so when they are almost losing at the poll. He was like, losing. He has to turn to ta. That means like gun, like we have to bring out the guns, and yeah, we did. And today, so I'm saying this to all of you now that please, we need to make sure that we don't give any space to this opposition of PDP. We need to work hard and make sure that a king in Osun State. That's how rotten the entire place is. So when I saw the video of Jesutega complaining about Bwala, that tinubu gave Bulaba, this is the guy.
Why I say I'm surprised is because during this period, there have been reports that, for example, even the president advised that this ticket be balanced, and there are key members of the party who have maintained the same position. And thankfully, majority of our Muslim brothers, so sensing that, and maintain the same position. So we believe that during this consultation period, that probably Asiwaju is coming to terms with the reality of balancing the ticket. So the decision yesterday came to me as a surprise. And the reason I resigned is simply because if I stayed in the party, I'm going to play a role of a spokesperson. These are facts that are important to me, and they run to the core of my conviction. Since I don't believe in that, if I take up any role for the party, that means I will find myself advocating what I don't believe in.
Well, I think a lot of people will be very respectful of what you've done because you've done it on principle. But are you a lone wolf in the strength of your opposition to this APC Muslim ticket? Because we're not seeing even so much of a trickle of people resigning as you.
So Bwala was against Muslim tickets, and it went all out, right, for Atiku. Well, even though today people are saying that Daniel Bwala happens to be a mole sent to Atiku, but Atiku no get sense. He no get to discover moles among his crowd. So Atiku made him the spokesperson for his campaign, and immediately after, even Bwala also attended the court cases, the tribunal and all that, in trying to get Atiku his mandate back, in quotes, his mandate. So since Atiku now lost to the judiciary, the Supreme Court of Nigeria, Bwala started pressing tinubu again. He is no longer against a Muslim tickets. And just 2 days ago, he was appointed to replace Akuri Nigalailai, the one that they sacked then, right? So Bwala is now the spokesperson for tinubu. And Ronuku Jesutega, you know that man is not happy. He turned on, he quickly grabbed his phone, turned the ring light on, and sent a message to tinubu. How can you be using us? You stabbed us in the back. You used us and you dumped us. This is so unacceptable. This is simple. This one is very, very, this one paid me. This is painful. This is payment. I know I've left elections. And I'm now talking about those who spend their time on social media, either collecting, those who collected money to vote in Ondo State today, or, those who got their own data to defend their PC on social media. When it comes, and those ones who went on TV to also defend the Mumu tickets, somehow, this particular job given to Daniel Bwala enter Ronuku Jesutega, that's real payment in his own lamentation, chapter 5.
My dear President, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, my very dear President, I am so angry with you. How could you make such an appointment? Of who? Daniel Bwala, who insulted all of us, called you a drug dealer, a drug baron. You stab all of us in the back. You disgrace us, you humiliate us by appointing someone who insulted all of us during the campaign. I mean, what is going on, Excellency? What happened to you? You will attack Akeredolu. You will attack Rufai. You will abandon Fani Kayode. We supported you. Then the people who fought us, I don't need any appointment from you. My Lord Jesus, it takes care of me. Anytime, any day. That's the story of my life. I don't need anything from you. But this is such a shame. Shame. That you will stab all of us in the back like this. And bring some funny character. A serpentine character. You never know where he stands. You give him an appointment on what basis? We are the ones that put you in power. We are the ones God used. This is so painful. Very, very painful. That's not how to treat people. Unless you don't fear God. And to not fear God is also not to believe in God, because you have to believe in God first to be able to fear God. You just dump your supporters. You humiliate them, you disgrace them, you discard them. The person that discards his fellow man will be discarded by God. If you, with respect, let me teach you some theology. This is just too painful. Very, very painful. To me, to all our supporters. This man insulted the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Called our president a drug dealer. And you make him what? The guy has no credibility. Zero. Nobody believes him. Our party supporters, they don't trust him. The people he dumped us for to go to PDP, they don't trust him. Obedience hate him. What is the point? Then my brother Bayo even stooped so low to be the one to announce the appointment. I'm really, really angry. If there's anybody who opens his mouth to say I'm not a Baptist, may God punish that person. But I'm really, really disappointed in you, my president. Really, really disappointed in you. You give the impression that you can dump anybody, you can sacrifice anybody, you can stab anyone in the back. How do people trust you? People talk about love. I'm not interested. I'm a lawyer. I talk about trust. Trust. That's how people live together. It's trust. People have to trust you. Otherwise, you lose credibility. Where did this come from? Where did this? I mean, it's bizarre. Hey, Daniel Bwala. We don't have any authentic, original. I don't want it. I don't need it. I'm okay. My Jesus always takes care of me. You didn't see another person that supported us. This is so painful. Painful. Don't take us for granted. Don't take us for granted, my president. It's unfair. That's not to treat your fellow man. Otherwise, that's how God will treat you. Don't do that. It's really painful. It's an insult to all of us. Now, why should you insult your supporters? We are diehard Baptists. And you treat us like what? Like we are expendable? Well, treat your fellow man as if it's expendable. Let's see what God will do about that. It's really painful. Painful, Excellency. It's an insult to all of us. Man started talking crap. Then we had to push back on it. Then you make him what? Special advisor, what rubbish? You see, it's God. Excellency, my president, Asiwaju Bola Tinubu, is God that made you president. As we say in Niger Delta in Urobo, it is somebody you use to do something. It's God that will use people to do something for you. So keep dumping your people. Keep abandoning them. And romancing with messed up human beings that any normal human being can't trust. No problem. We'll see where it will all end up. We, the Baptists, we are really, really angry with this bizarre, macabre appointment. I don't know where you got this funny idea from. Guy can't do anything from you. For you, he can't convince anybody about anything. He lacks credibility. Nobody respects him. I mean, where do you get this fun? Why do you keep abandoning our people? You can't see them to give appointment to. You keep bringing all kinds of funny people. How do we trust you? You see me, I'm a Catholic. We are deep people. May our Lord Jesus Christ take care of you for this country. I'm disappointed. But may God bless you. And may God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
It is smoke Igbo. It is take Indian. It is smoke Igbo. They take India.
It is called payment. My president, I've very my Jesus will take care of me. Mr. Jesutega, Ronuku Agbalagba. He paying you, they pay them. No, wait till you which appointment they won't give people like you. You guys are better off as Ronukus, tribal bigots, defender of the universe, sewage dwellers. You are only good for that as praise singers like that. When they need somebody who can lie, spin a lie, shameless in that regard, they know they look your side. No. You're not supposed to know na levels. Ronukus on social media. Ronukus off social media. Ronu Nazis, the crumb eaters, the crumb chasers, the ass lickers, the all risers. Una suppose they know your levels. You're only very good at causing nuisance, creating nuisance. When they need somebody to help them spin a lie in a different level, they know they need all of us. Stay your day on social media. Day your day. And those who are inviting you to Arise Television too, right? When they want to have a comical relief, they want to laugh. He said he's a lawyer. I don't even know. Is he a charge and bail lawyer? Because people said he's a lawyer. How can that one be a lawyer? Do you know any case that this guy probably... What kind of a lawyer is he though, right? I mean, he's a political commentator, a clown on TV. If you want to laugh, that's when you invite somebody like that to come and talk. Nothing sensible, nothing logical or anything. Just for comical relief. Abi, they can employ people like you to come and spin for them. CNN will now call now. What can you tell them, Mr. Jesutega? And some of you on social media, Agberos with Shinko phones. What do you think you are? You are only good to be causing nuisance on social media, attacking people on their behalf. You are just mere attack dogs for social media, proper sewage dwellers, low-life cretins. You get what I mean now? Oceans like that. That's what you are meant for. Why you can't they act like, say, wait, you want me to put you in front of CNN? They can't put people like you in front of CNN. A shameless person like Bwala, if you put in front of CNN, we go to lie shamelessly, effortlessly. Or my pain man, no lie you. It pain him like he had to make a video. It pain him so much, like somebody that called you a drug dealer. You don't say me, Mayegu, that is talking about tinubu every now and then. I was talking to a friend. I think I've told you this before. And that person, I said that some of you who have told me that Mayegu don't go to Nigeria. If these people will catch you for Nigeria, I was like, no, it's not always like that. You don't understand. They actually respect. These criminals. They actually respect me to some extent too. And I'm speaking from personal experience. So, that somebody like me, where they claim, say, I get integrity, I've got a social currency, where so many of you believe that, this Mayegun, I trust this Mayegun. They respect people like us more. That they will be dangling things in front of people like me. When I went for my mom's burial, see, when I used to talk about Ogun State a lot, Erokunle Omamoshi was the governor then. Oh, there is no name I know Kolamuson. You know me now. I've been in this for a long time. Coining names for them. I'm talking about names that even when you hear your own name, Seb, you go to laugh. Say, man. And instead of you to get mad and get angry. Amoson's supporters, like the sewage dwellers, the crumb eaters from Ogun State as well. All those ones who wanted to be PA, SA to this, PA, SA to these politicians. They were always abusing me. To the point that they were writing different stories about me to satisfy their criminal leaders. I was a pain in the ass. Like, no joke. I have made Amosun cancel his meeting in London, where he came to London, where they organized this, this RNG, because he came to London that time, right? To come and plot on how to further disgrace Oshoba. That Oshoba was trying to lord over him in Ondo State. So they came to London to arrange that meeting. And I was given the info and I shared it on Facebook. To the point that Amosun canceled the meeting last minute. Because immediately they entered the meeting. I used to be a menace, so like a serious one to these guys. Before I just gave up, like, no, I leave them, Jerry, face the entire contraption. That's a bigger picture. I can put all of them in the same basket, right? Amos was like, how is he aware that we are here? Who is the person? They asked people, everybody in that room, to bring out their phone and turn their phones off. And my own informant, who is part of his own entourage, Amosun's entourage, right, was like, they are looking around and they are asking everybody to turn off their phone. I'll talk to you later. And I put it on Facebook that, why are you asking them to turn off their phone, Amosun? I was like, no, this is nonsense. He cancelled his meeting in London. He cancelled it. Long time ago, I'm talking about, it's about maybe about 7, 8 years ago. Long time ago now. I was a menace. So when I went for my mom's burial, a lot of people were expecting, Amosun and his gang to deal with me. But guess what? They were inviting me to their house parties, to their this party, that party. True story. People were supposed they fear. Some of those cretins, crumb eaters from Ondo State then, some of them are watching me today now. They are watching Mayegun. They never believed that, maybe they never actually believed that this guy is going to turn out this way. They thought I was like them, looking for political crumb, attention, or something. By the time they realized that, this one, no, they look for any political attention or political patronage. Here you get, they just dumped like, we'll leave this guy. So when I went to Nigeria, Amosun and his guys, they were cutting me, to come around. I was like, come to VI. Can you bring him to VI? That's why that's one of the reasons why I had to cut off my relationship with that Tommy. I don't know if Tommy still watches Mayegun. He possibly does. And there are those who know me and Tommy back there. You know Tommy? You remember Tommy? Tommy what? He became the willing to, the first Judas of the people I entrusted. Like I kind of like entrusted with my inner workings and all of that, only for him to end up being their hand man to try to want to lure me back to them in a way. And he kind of felt disappointed though, like, because to him, he was like, these people, you're not supposed to fight for these people. They are not worth it too. It's better we join these guys and make money. You will make money. You will make and all of that. I was like, I don't want money. They were asking him to bring him to this social place or bring him to that place. People were supposed to look for me. They said they're supposed to hang me. Abi? And that's why I keep telling, not that I don't know what it is like now and I don't want to find out. I'm just saying that you may be feeling worried for me because of all these social media cretins, all these online sewage dwellers, all these art slickers. They are more dangerous than the people I call names and I talk about. So I was talking to this friend who used to live in London. Luku. And we're having a chat and he was like, there's no time I don't watch you. You are not giving up. You see, come home. We'll find you something. Somebody like you. Ondo State is too small for you. They go take you to Ashiwaju. Ashiwaju no send all these names you they call. You don't care. They go take you to Ashiwaju. They go find you something. Yeah, as long as you are ready to compromise. No, look, come on, man. So you see, people like us who actually call them out, we have more value to these criminals than those who are licking their asses. Those ones who come here to call us names. Me, we don't call tinubu all these things. We don't talk about all these criminals, all this. If I enter Nigeria tomorrow and I say, I don't come, about me one kokon, you go just shock now, because that your credibility is what they will need, okay, to make themselves feel much like, as they always believe, everybody get price. Now everybody get price. This one, this Mayegun that is talking, tell him that we'll give him £100,000, and they will give, because what they need is just that all of now we don't follow Mayegun for years. They can now turn to you and say, you see, we don't tell you. You be mumu when they believe this kind of person. You know, all of them, they are just looking for what to eat. You know, this you are shared Mayegun. We don't pay him. You see, it's now going to, they've given him appointments. Dubious jackpot. Where are they called dubious jackpot? He will gladly shake my hand, welcome me, and call me his brother. Because what they need is that's my integrity. So that they can give all of una middle finger, say, see you now, where they follow this guy. You get? And you see those ones who are like knocking their head every day. Every day they are looking for who is talking about APC so that they can fight the person. Your papa, your father, your mother, your You have no value. No single value to them. You are worthless to them. You are already praising them. So why would they want you? Why would they need you? You're already praising them without them even paying you or giving you anything. You're already licking their asses. So why should they waste their time trying to make you feel, my friend, get out? Well, now people like us, when we say, you have these tens of thousands of people listen to you. Because they know that whatever you say about us is true, right? That credibility will go spoiler for you. Come, let's give you a job. And there are many people who are willing to take it. Oh, there are so many people. That is why I don't take, you see, that's why I don't really take so much visitors on my platform anymore. You get? Because once you see me with this one on Mayegun's Diary, you see me with that one on Mayegun's Diary, tomorrow that person don't go join them. This one don't go join them. And before you know it, they will begin to kind of say, you are the enemy, you are the problem. How many of you remember Unsima? There's a guy called Unsima. He used to come out to Mayegun's Diary Political a few years back when we were talking about the Biafra, advocacy, Yoruba Nation advocacy. It was here a few times. Today is now one of the ass lickers on social media. That's why I don't go to people's platform. I've been invited many, many times to so many platforms. I'm like, from my own experience, no. I'm not a saint, like I'm not a popo. But I have learned so much in the last 10 years when it comes to this contraption Nigeria. I have learned so much. I'm not saying those people who are inviting me here and there too, they are bad. I'm just saying that I would rather just answer my own name, Mayegun, just Mayegun. Because you don't know, when you bring this one here and you bring that one here, tomorrow they are somewhere with the same criminals. They are back to the same, to the same thing they rejected. They kind of, because you know me, I'm just like a one-way traffic, one man mopo. You get that? So when you bring this one here and I introduce them to all of my, the Templars, and everybody says, man, this guy is saying, he's talking nice. Oh, he's a very intelligent person. And then 1 year later, 2 years later, he's already praising the same criminals we condemn together. Sure, you get? So that's why I don't really bring a lot of people here anymore, or go to anybody's platform to have an invite. But the bottom line is that people like us have so much value, so much credibility that they will pay anything for it. Because to them, everybody get price. Everyone get price. Even this Mayegun where they talk get to them, even this Mayegun, you get price. And because they never offer around. I have been waiting for them to offer me. They are so afraid of me that they believe that, you know, they used to call me. This was years back. They used to kind of call me and then, oh, well done. You are doing a great job. You know, my brother, you are seeing this same criminals. But later they felt like maybe I was recording them, and I don't record people. Before I, you know, started having this phobia for phone calls, for text messages, right? They used to call me and they will be talking and we'll be arguing on phone. They respect me a lot. No joke, like they have so much respect for me. And that respect is just based on the fact that maybe if they could befriend me, kind of understand how my mind works, and most of the time they are always disappointed. None of them ever offered me money. Like, because I think I've said that on this platform that if any of them offer me money and I take the money, we'll just do giveaway on Mayegun's Diary Political. How would this sound if I come here and I'm like, ladies and gentlemen, well, even if we are not living in Nigeria, I want to do giveaway, pounds, dollars. Somebody just gave me, I won't even say somebody, tinubu just gave me 100 million naira. I say, hey, Mayegun, you collect? Yes, I collect. We will do giveaway here. Say what people still continue to call him out, continue to expose him. So because I said that on this platform, so no one has ever offered me money or not even talked to that length until they all stopped, because they felt like maybe I was recording them or I would be recording them. And I don't. You know, I don't. They will hide their numbers and call me. Back then, they will hide their numbers and call me. Hello? Is that Mayegun? I say, yeah, this is Mayegun. Ah, hey. Mayegun General. How are you? So I'm very fine. Who is this? Guess who is talking? I don't know how to guess. Who is this? That used to be a thing, but now it seems like, you know. So the point I'm trying to make here is that all of the way they spend your day and night to defend these criminals on social media, you are worthless to them. You are worthless. Yeah? Because just one voice of this Mayegun to them is like a 10,000 voices in one. And no matter how much you sing them, you are singing their praises. Once this Mayegun comes on and says something, there are tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people that will hear it, and they will believe Mayegun than you. So they will pay anything, they will give anything to get this Mayegun discredited and be on their side. A lot they will pay. So Jesutega and the rest of you, you can continue to call on your Jesu. I'll continue to wait for something to happen so that you can pay tinubu back. You are worthless to him. You are nothing. They don't need your vote. You didn't make him president. No, not you. You, Bawo, we voted for him. We are the one who, you the craze, you the delude yourself. Delulu, that's what you are. You are nothing to them. You are worthless. Piece of paper, piece of shit to them. And that is why I will continue to encourage you to come to our side. Don't do that thing they call, if you can't beat them, you join them. Don't do that. Use our own theory. Our own theory is that if you can't beat them, don't join them. Come and join us. Call other people together like this. Join us together. Come beat them. That's what we are doing. That is what somebody like us, that's what we are doing. We don't want to join them. We want to team together with others. So that by the time we have the strength, we could come beat them silly, beat them, chase them out of town. Even though it seems to be taking forever. Some of you have some of you no get patience. It's taking forever. It's taking forever. I don't think these people can be defeated. I don't think these people can. They can. Yes, they can. Just stop being part of the sewage dwellers, the enablers who are enabling them. If you stop being that, and we team together, we will beat them silly. They will run away. That's my own theory. Africa Walabi. That's our theory. And yeah, even though they say the patient dog eat the fattest bone. Unfortunately, it could be like say the patient dog in some other clime, they are now beginning to lose weight, okay, and all of that. But still, we are patient. We are not losing any patient. We are not losing any weight. Because a day is coming. Ìgbà kan máa dé. Àsìkò kan ṣì ń bọ̀ wá. Yé, ìgbà kan máa dé. Máa dé o, àsìkò kan ṣì ń bọ̀ wá. Tólóró máa sáré, ayé máa sáré, kọ́lù máa sáré, ẹ̀yin Ronuku gan máa sáré.
Ìgbà kan máa dé, àsìkò kan ṣì ń bọ̀ wá. Yé, ìgbà kan máa dé, àsìkò kan ṣì ń bọ̀ wá. Yé, tólóró máa sáré, ọlọ́pàá máa sáré. Yé, ayé máa sáré, ẹyẹ tí ò dúró rere máa sáré. Yé, àlórà máa sáré, HS tí kò mọ kankan máa sáré. Everybody máa sáré, gbogbo wa pátá máa sáré. Yé, ìgbà yẹn ti dé, àsìkò yẹn náà là wá. Ìgbà yẹn ti dé, àsìkò yẹn náà là wá. Everybody máa sáré, ọlọ́pàá máa sáré, àwọn tó ń ṣòro gan máa sáré, olúmọlẹ̀ máa sáré, àpènà máa sáré, olúwo ìlú gan máa sáré. Everybody pátápátá máa sáré. Gbogbo wa máa sáré, àwọn ọmọ fantasy base máa sáré, àwọn ọmọ tomorrow base máa sáré, Akidoyin base máa sáré, Ayépéjọsọ base máa sáré. Everybody pátá máa sáré.
Gbogbo apáta máa sáré. I strongly believe that, though. I do. And I'm calling you, brethren, please don't join them. Join us. It may seem like forever. They may have present themselves, or they may be presenting themselves as all conquerors. They've captured us. No, they haven't. It is the hypocrisy plus cowardice mixed together that is keeping a lot of you quiet. And you cannot keep quiet in the face of these traducers. They are human like you. They are not more than you. I told my own inner circle, I said, I am pretty much like security conscious, right, over these sellers, okay, than I am with these criminals. And I hope that we'll have the critical mass, the number that you know, that we can put this behind us. Honestly, it's taking forever. I get it. It can still change. It can be stopped. They can be stopped, and they will be. I have that faith. I do. That it is going to come to an end someday soon. That's why I let them keep pushing as they are pushing, like, you know, rig elections, falsify results, or bankrupted the entire contraption, do all of this, impoverish the people, take advantage of them, weaponize poverty, and all the things they are doing. Let them continue. May they not stop. Because that will also help us and push us closer to the edge. And when you get to the edge and you have nothing else to lose anymore, maybe the castle will burst there. Maybe. I don't know, say, okay, you know what? Yesterday we were talking about Iroboye and his Lamba, right? But here is another one I picked up from the stable of Iroboye again, RCCG.
I want to say this info. Everything has been affected. The other day I sent my children to go and buy me boli. You know, that's my favorite. They came back and they told me how much one ball is now costing. I said, That's the food of the common man. Why is it costing so much? He said, boli now is priced in dollars. No. God is going to do something. We need restoration. And God says, if my people, He's not looking for everybody, He's looking for His own people. Who are His people? Those who are called by my name, called Christians. If we will humble ourselves tonight and pray and seek His face, He's going to hear from heaven. He's going to heal our land. All right, thank you, Daddy. I didn't know you even let me get this far. God says He's looking for a man who can stand in the gap for His people. Ezekiel 22 from verse 23 to 31. Ezekiel 22, 23 to 31. If God is looking for a man who will pray for total restoration for Nigeria, I will be one. How many of you will volunteer? I want to say this info. Everything has been affected.
See the job man? He will intercede for Nigeria. Bwala is now sold in dollars. Abba, Inoki. Mr. Enoch Irobuye. Abina Enoki Irobuye. Well, nothing come to my mind. I don't want to say it. So I will leave all open with that. That's part of the lamba that he was throwing. They said he's a mathematician. He was even a lecturer before he started the business of this graduate business. As a con man. A mathematician who is acting and pretending that he didn't know why or how the devaluation of currency works. To the point that he turned around and he said his prayer is the reason why the... So when it comes to my mind, good. So I won't really say it. I'll leave you to it. I'll leave you to it. Meanwhile, the Indian Prime Minister arrived in Nigeria this evening, and the Ronukus. There's no difference between India and Nigeria per se, but maybe there is to some extent. But when it comes to the poverty level and others too, right, there is no difference. So, however, I didn't know, say, Abuja gets a gate with a wiki welcomed him, and he presented him with a key. He said it's a key to the city. God damn it, man. I'm gonna show you. So I hope this one is back. Can you hear me? Yeah? Oh, I hope so. Because I know I've overshot my time, by the way. So I'm just going to finish everything in my bag with us, right? And then I'll go to bed. Okay. Really sorry about that. You know, it's acting up. And I think one of the reasons why my audio acts up most of the time is because I barely turn off the system. I should be turning off my entire system before I leave the studio now. I should. Anyway, so that was, that's the Turaki Abina Saraki of Adamawa, whatever Atiku is called. So he's attending the wedding fatia of Kwakwansop's children. Kwakwansop and other guys' children in Kano. They were all there. They are all in Kano right now to do a wedding fatia, so to say. So with the weekend welcomed Shena Modi, because that is his name again, the Prime Minister of India, and he gave him the key to the city. And the Ronukus, they are celebrating the visit of Indian Prime Minister to Tinubu in Abuja as an achievement. There are so many people who are trying to work with Tinubu and all that, you know. So I saw that earlier and I was like, oh, that must be an achievement. Just like the news of the 58 people kidnapped by terrorists in Kaduna. And then the Nigerian soldiers claim to have rescued him. Rescued them. So they kidnapped them in Kaduna. You rescued them in Kaduna. Then you drove them to Abuja to go and present them to Ribadombu as the NSA to Tinubu as an achievement, Abi. And then they now returned them, they now handed them to the representatives of the governor of Kaduna, who now have to drive all of them back to Kaduna to their families. I was like, a only performative show off. Then I remember, oh, they needed to show the working. They needed to show to you that they are working. And Nigeria is now safe, right? Let me share that with you. In the office of Ribadombu in Abuja, the alleged rescued 58 people.
Led a joint operations with other security agencies which led to the rescue of 58 kidnapped victims who were kidnapped from Gayam, Sabonlayi, and Kwaga village all in Emusa local government of Katsina State. These victims were kidnapped from their houses and farmlands, and they were made to trek hundreds of miles to Bwala forest, in which the bandits used them to walk on their farmland. So preliminary investigation showed that they were kidnapped by a bandit leader called Jambuj. During the kidnap, upon receipt of the victims, the government provided them with all necessary assistance, which include clothing, medical treatment. Out of these 58, 6 were in a serious state and were admitted in the NIA clinic. The 6 have recovered and are presently here. So I would like to hand over these 58 victims to you, sir, for onward delivery to the Chief of Defense Staff.
The National Security Advisor, the Chief of Staff.
Can you move closer? Let's get closer.
Chief of Defense Intelligence.
Let's get closer.
Members of the press, we are happy to be here. Today is Saturday, the 16th of November 2024. Part of the operations that we have said always is we are doing the kinetic and the non-kinetic. The kinetic being carried out by the military, the non-kinetic combined efforts by all. And we have told you, for us to succeed, we need all Nigerians to take ownership of this operation, and that is what is happening. What we are seeing out of this number is the success of the collaboration right from the top, from the presidency, from the Office of the National Security Advisor, the Ministry of Defense to Defense, all agencies working together, including Kaduna State. The governor has been very, very supportive and very helpful. And it is this collaborative effort that made it possible for us to be able to rescue these individuals. I know the question is, how were they rescued? It's a joint effort. We were able to do that through non-kinetic means of getting across. No penny was paid for these individuals. And now, I want Nigerians to understand that if we do not come together to work, it will make it extremely difficult for us to succeed. The success depends on all of us working together. It's a whole of society approach. And this is what has made us achieve this success. You can see from the people, the women, the children, the girls and boys, and the little one. The question you want to ask is, why would somebody kidnap this kind of people? If you see them, they are barely just surviving. And that's to tell you that there are individuals that on their own are trying to make it impossible for the government to succeed. They are doing everything possible to sabotage the efforts of the government. That will not happen. We are working together tirelessly. Today is Saturday. Most people have wanted to be home, but we are working Saturday, Sunday, day and night. And all Nigerians have keyed up, and everybody is contributing to the success we are seeing. I want to also inform Nigerians that we will continue to work hard together. We will not leave any stone unturned until every Nigerian that is in captivity is freed. Nigerians are free to move about within the country, both day and night, as it used to be before. So we assure Nigerians that the presidency, we're getting all the support to ensure that we work, and we assure Mr. President that we will do everything possible, and including Nigerians, until we succeed. We'll continue to push. So every security agency is working together, the Nigerian Armed Forces, the Nigerian Police, Civil Defense, even the vigilantes, the local government, the religious leaders, the traditional rulers, Kaduna State, and everyone is giving us the support, and that's how it should be. So in every state, we are calling on every Nigerian to take this as a task that we must succeed, and together we will succeed. We want to appreciate the National Security Advisor for giving us the platform and the environment for us to operate freely. The Kaduna State Governor is doing extremely very well. We want to call on other governors to also key in. It started in Borno State with the Governor of Borno State. It has moved down to Kaduna State, Niger State, Zamfara, Katsina. People are also reaching out to us that they were tired of this nonsense. I want to also inform Nigerians that it is not everybody that is part of this. Some of them were conscripted and forced into it. And it is those ones that are going. We are going after those perpetrators, and they will not be let free. That I assure Nigerians, they will not be let free. For the innocent blood they have killed, for those that have restricted their freedom, we will get them back and they will face the law. I assure Nigerians that we're not taking anything lightly. I want to also thank Nigerians for yesterday, all the support we got for the burial of our late chief of the Army Staff, Lieutenant General Tariq Abiodun Lagbaja, and to assure Nigerians that that is a mandate that we're taking further. that will go further to ensure that every Nigerian is free, every Nigerian enjoys democracy in Nigeria. So I want to thank the National Security as well, sir, for this. And we have the honor, sir, to present this to the Chief of Staff, Kaduna State. These are the people, they were all received, they were taken to medical center and were looked after. 6 of them had serious cases, but they were treated, they were fed well, clothed properly, and then before they are being presented. And so we hand them over to you.
My name is Sani Limankila. I'm the Chief of Staff to the Governor of Kaduna State. As you have heard it from the Chief of Staff, he has said everything. I just want to thank the President, Bwala, tinubu, the National Security Advisor, all the security agencies, and the Governor of Kaduna State. He actually deserves accolade. He did a lot. The religious leaders, the traditional institutions, because security is everybody's business. Let's team up and fight these menace. Thank you and God bless you.
Led a joint operations with others.
They were kidnapped. In the first place, they shouldn't even have been kidnapped. But they actually have to transport them to Abuja. Make them stand in front of Ibadan's office. Bring their camera, they brought their cameras and everything, so that they can show to all of you that it is now safe for you to travel everywhere, when it is not. They know it's not safe for you to travel anywhere in Nigeria. But that validation, that performative show, that is actually not how you are going to keep people safe. If everywhere is safe and secure, people will know. You don't even need all these performances and all that. You don't need that. But it is APC, they need the propaganda. And that's what they have turned the Nigerian army to. You see them? Performative. See, now we are working. We just want everybody to know that we are working. Everybody should work with us. We are doing our best. We are damn it, man. Well, I also found a clip, and it's actually a testimonial. Okay, this one is from the OB and the obedient, people. Peter Obi was invited to Yale University to come and give a lecture, I believe, and among his audience was this young man, Jennifer, who happened to be one of the students in Anambra State, the secondary school students in Anambra State, about 14 years ago. That's a long time, though. And she met with Obi. She met Obi at Yale, and she was like, I benefited from this, your educational policy at the time that gave me an edge over my other peers. And it changed my life. And listen, okay, I'll let her say it herself. Testimonial.
The story that we're talking about, and I need to hear it. Now that you're meeting with His Excellency, let me hear you.
When I was in school, I went very well. Yeah, when the secretary was governor, he gave the school about more than 100 and the next year, the core members came to the school.
Yes, good ones.
ICT classes, and that was the first time I used the laptop in my life. Going to UNN, it helped me so much. It gave me an edge over my classmates, and I graduated as the best student in my department.
Congratulations.
CGPA of 4.9 out of 5.0.
Let's clap for her.
And I'm here today on the scholarship.
Where are you right now?
Studying international and development economics. A full scholarship. It's really a very tiny, minute contribution to my life, but it has really gone a long way because I know ICT is very important, and I owe it all to you.
When we ordered, I don't forget this, when we ordered 30,000 laptops for HP, you know what they told us? And they will supply it because we can't afford to pay for it. I can't see you can't afford to pay. So one money, you can sell the money.
His Excellency.
Oh my
goodness! I could not you because they will not let you go.
No, he's not letting us down. We like him like that. That's not the young generation thing. Oh my God, why are you taking everywhere now?
Yeah, that's from Yale, right? In Nigeria, there were women too who also had their own mentor, and that is Alhaji Atifku in Adamawa. I mean, everybody just go embrace your own mentor wherever you see him.
Parents, mothers, they support us in their own little way for us to give market women, which we title Kids the Market Women. And the schools, we titled it Pack the Girls. So we go to markets to give them apron, rebate apron, in the name of whoever that's sponsored. I have here.
I will want to welcome you to what I consider your home. This is because, as Mrs. Temple said, I was there at the inception, and I want to use this opportunity to commend her leadership and the association for having survived, over the last 16 years. Some of the members that I have known her with, I want to say, are no longer with us. May God forgive their sins. Yes. And I want to extend my very, very personal, sincere gratitude for their consistency and also their loyalty. Over the years, they have never shifted in their support to me and also my political aspirations. This is very rare, with all the various associations being, floated all over the country. Sometimes they are with you and sometimes they are not, but all stage women have been very, very consistent and loyal. I want to commend them for that. One thing about Temple is that every day she communicates with you wherever she may be, whether on the road or in the air or at the airport or at the motor park. She will not let me rest at all. I admire her.
Wherever you see your mentor, embrace them. Anyway, I think I have emptied my entire bag of goodie for tonight. Apologies to the rest of us who have been waiting for Mayego to open the line so that you can actually pour your own art out. As usual, I apologize to you. I promise that we may have a Sunday sermon tomorrow, and then we should possibly be back on track this coming week when we can indeed take and make calls, okay? Taking and all of that. So all of you have a lot to say. You are going to have your time. So finally, let's have a shout out, or let's give a shout out to the sponsor of that particular segment, which is this segment that we usually use it for phone calls. And that is Ya Rasulallah's Digital. To every one of us in the temple, who has checked this out, well, thank you. Okay. So this segment is actually paid for, right? It's an hour, but that's why we have to give it a shout out to, the sponsor of this segment. Okay. And also to everyone else who is yet to, let me remind you, if you are doing your 9 to 5 or just your normal job, and these days that, as we can put it, the cost of living here and there, and then the efforts in trying to want to get an extra legitimate income these days, where a lot of people are looking for business opportunities. What can they do? Some are going into crypto and others are not even risking it that much, okay? But if you are looking for a chance to actually own your own business, yes, your own digital business, where you can be trained for it, seriously, and you can meet other digital marketers, business owners, and all that, this may be a chance for you. It may be a chance to actually be your own boss, have time for family, work at your own time, and then make good money for yourself. This is not an MMM. You know, MMM, get rich quick scheme, Ponzi scheme. This is not Ponzi. This is not a get rich quick sort of a scheme. It is about somebody who wants to learn something new. Yes, something new, something different, and be your own boss in this regard. So you can check this out on your screen, as I've been introducing this to the Templars for weeks now. I think we've had about 2 weeks or so so far, right? So you can learn and then you can own your own business in this regard. It will only cost you to start up, right? It will cost you $149. Now, here is the caveat, okay? So bring out your phone on the screen right now, right? Turn the camera on and turn the camera on this screen, okay? Scan this QR code. You will have a link, a website link, right? Click on that website, read more, sign up. And if you feel like, I don't think this is for me. See, there are those of us who are pensioners, you're like retired, now you don't really do much, and you are the type who really want to keep getting busy and all that. There are some of us who work at 2-3 jobs just to keep up with our finances and all that. This may actually be that financial break you want. And I'm introducing this to you to say you must also be willing and ready, right, to put in the work. Nobody is going to do the work for you. This is not you sending your money to somebody that is going to send you profit at the end of the month or in 3 months. No. You're actually going to get trained. Okay? And yeah, that may actually be the break you have been looking for too, where you can have time for the special time and special days and all that, occasions in the family, the children graduations, the children birthday, vacations and all that stuff. That may be it too. So this is, a chance that you should possibly check it out. And if you sign up and you feel like, I don't think I have enough to get going with this, cancel it and you will get every penny back, all your money. The $149, you get every penny back. So, and then you can thank me later if you stay on. So far, so good. I hear that we've had about 3 or so of the members of the temple who have actually really started their own business in this regard. I wish you all the best, okay? To the rest of us, thank you again for spending your evening with me. Just don't leave without liking the broadcast, okay? That one is so important. Like it, share it, subscribe to my channel, and the next time I come on, right, it's going to be 2 of us or all of us. Good night.
Ayégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégún dáyàrí ayégun nàmbà wá. Ayégún làwa mọ̀ làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Ayégún dáyàrí. àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Bó bá ṣe eré àní Máyégún máa wí. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Ó sì tún ṣe eré wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Máyégún Diary politico. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Godfatherism kò sí lọ́rọ̀ Máyégún. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Ẹ farabalẹ̀ sẹ́ o kẹgọ́rọ̀ lẹ́nu o. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Àní Máyégún làwa mọ̀ tó dódòdó. Máyégún Diary Náíbì nọ́mbà wán. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bọ́ bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Bí gómìnà kówó jẹ. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí bá. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Máyégún máa wí. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Máyégún ó sọ pé wọ́n ò fẹ́ bẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré. Ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o, ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Máyégún ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùn ràkì. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe, ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Máyégún ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Mo fọlọ́run ṣọ́ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni. Ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lè rí bóníṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni. Ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sè mọ́bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́. Ó ti jọba lórí àbínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ bóyá. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o. Ó kó ẹni tó bá dán wò á kàmù. máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì o ẹni bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì máyégún ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ túnra kì ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ̀rọ̀ òní fi wọ́n níran.